YouTubers, morning, it's Rob Muffett. Guys, in today's video, we're going to talk about hoods on cars that won't close. I've got an old 25-year-old Toyota Corolla and the hood won't close. Among other things, in the past, when it wouldn't close, I would just jiggle this latch underneath the Toyota dashboard. There's a latch. You would activate the locking mechanism to release your hood, and this wire would just go in and out, and I would do it manually. It would be a little stiff. Well, today it wouldn't work. I removed it from the latch, and it still wouldn't go back down. So let's see what's happening. First of all, when you see it like this, when it goes back down, that means it's not locking. And by taking this off, when you go to put it back on, because you can't really see this angle unless you get on your back and put your legs up in the air and put your head under the dashboard. This is looking underneath, looking up. When you put this back, this is going to have to go in this slot, and this little wire has a little metal barrel on the end of it. I don't know what you call it. What it does, it goes in this slot up here, and the wire comes down here. So it's going to be hard to do with one hand. When you drive around with your hood halfway open, even though you have a safety latch, it's not good. You want to get this fixed. This is the culprit. When you open the hood, this is the wire that's coming from underneath your dashboard. There are the plastic tube, the wires inside. What it does, it goes to the lever that's in here, and it locks this guy. This is the lock that goes into the round U part that's in your hood. When your hood comes down from the top, that U part goes right in this slot. It presses here, and this little guy comes in and locks your hood. You have a secondary lock here that also slides in and locks. But this wire has a spring, and that spring, when you pull the lever in the car, it allows this wire to go out, and when you release the lever underneath the car, the spring pulls it back and locks. What's happening is it's got stuck open. So what you can do, if jiggling it manually underneath the dashboard doesn't work, you can come in here and find there's a wire or a spring right in here. You can't see it from this angle. You can take a screwdriver and push it and jiggle it, and sometimes that's enough to get this loose, and then you can fiddle with the wire underneath your dashboard again. You also want to get some lubricant and put right around here. You see this part here, this part here? This is the little axle bolt that this locking mechanism pivots on. Same thing happening over here. And what's happening is it's getting all corroded and stiff. And because it's stiff, that spring's not strong enough to pull the wire back through the hose here. So that's what's going on. Now, when you release the lock underneath your hood, this guy comes open, and then you take your fingers and you pull this to the left, and you can pull your hood up. But if this spring isn't allowing this wire to come back and lock this guy, you can push down your hood as much as you want, and it's never going to lock, because that spring isn't allowing the lock to go in place. So that's what's happening. You almost never want to take these latches off. You can take this, like if it is broken, you could remove these 3 bolts, but that's not your problem. Your problem is you got a corroded part here. And just fix that corrosion, then you'll be able to be back in business. If you ever do have to take this latch off, make a mark so you know exactly where the latch was, because if it's off just the tiniest bit, you're never going to get it lined up properly, and your hood is never going to go back down straight, and you'll lose your mind. This is what the wire looks like when it's locked. The spring has pulled the wire all the way through. And here's another shot. This is how it should be set up. It's like a bicycle brake. You have the wire. It's the same process. And guys, I hope this video helped you out. I'm on Rob's Homemade Life. I got over 600 videos. Been doing this for 10 years. Put stuff on new every week. Got a bunch of cool people I feature on my channel. No relation to me. I just think they got neat channels. You might want to check them out. So if this little video helped you, I hope you press the bell. It's somewhere on YouTube. so you're notified when I got new videos, and you watch more. I put new stuff on every week, and you never know what I'm going to have on my channel, which is why I don't have that many subscribers, because I'm always changing stuff up, whatever interests me. But usually whatever I find that helps other people or that's fun or interesting for me. All right, guys, I'm Ram here. Time to go. Hope that little tip helps you. And even if you don't have a curl, it should help you out because the locking mechanism is pretty much the same. All right, so take care, guys, and see you next week.